절대 실패하지 않는 계획이 만주라네. 노 플랜. 계획이 없으니 뭐가 잘못될 일도 없고.
I'm deadly serious.
You are listening to Moviesucktastic.
Dude, whoa, dude, no! Oh!
Right. Hello.
White gold.
White gold.
Welcome everyone to Moviesucktastic, Oscar episode number 4.
4 trillion. I believe this is episode 317. Actually.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I still have the echo. Is that supposed to be?
Oh, no, I'll get rid of it.
Okay.
There you go. It's all gone.
Echo. And, so welcome to another Oscar Best Picture nominee episode of Moviesucktastic. In this episode, we are reviewing the Bong Joon-ho, I don't know if I got that right.
That's right.
Film Parasite.
Now, I didn't actually know what else this director has done previously, and we've actually reviewed another one of his films on this show.
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
And aren't they making that into a TV show now?
I think so. I read something about that.
Pretty sure Snowpiercer is becoming a TV show. I mean, how can you milk that one?
Yeah, because you need 10 hours of Piercer. But he also did The Host, and I saw that when it came out, and I loved that film. And it was so different than your typical film of that type, different monster movie. It was more, and you really see that in Parasite too.
Yeah, I haven't seen The Host. I actually don't even own it. I should get it that way. Because I loved this film, Parasite. I thought this film was...
You liked it, right?
I loved it. I thought it was excellent. And I was actually explaining it to some people today, and I was talking to Mare about it last night. And it's about this family. They're all unemployed, and they're basically living in these like really shit conditions. The one shot that I did a double take was that scene in the toilet that's like 5 feet up in the... Yeah. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I was like, is that normal? It's like, when you go over like to a different part of the world, wherever it may be, there's always different things than you're used to. And I saw that and I'm like, this can't be a normal thing, even for this.
Assume that the director chose a really, really bad apartment.
Right.
Obviously, but I don't think he had to look too hard to find something like that.
No, agreed. Exactly. So the film opens up with them in their house, and they lose Wi-Fi access because apparently the neighbor upstairs has put a password on their internet, probably because they've noticed that their internet is quite slow, and it was probably recommended from an IT standpoint. So the father and the mother are in the other room, and the kids are basically like, "What the hell do we do now?" Father tells them. Go ahead.
Now, I just want to point out that them leeching off another neighbor's Wi-Fi is just indicative of the title of the film, Parasite.
Absolutely, and I was actually going there with this. And there's an.
I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say what that leads into is them folding pizza boxes. And where I'm going with this, I'm actually going somewhere with it. They are watching a video.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. They are watching a video on how to do that and how they can do it very fast so they can get them all done in one day. Well, the person that comes to pick up these pizza boxes tells them that 1 in 4 is bad, and they're only going to pay for 25% of the boxes that are good. Where I'm going with this is she is the center of the screen. And then the son walks over and starts talking to her. The daughter walks over and starts talking to her. And the mother walks over and starts talking to her. And very much like a parasite, they surround her. And they are all saying different things to her until she succumbs and pays them for all the boxes anyway. And it's a scene that really points out their parasitic nature. Like what they are capable of. And they do that in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was incredibly fascinating that they did that.
Now, I'll be honest. I saw this film a while ago before
It was
the
nominated?
Oscar
Okay.
buzz started. What?
Yeah, before it got all the buzz.
Right. And all I knew it was called Parasite, and that something bad happened to a family. That's all I knew. So I went into this thinking it was like a virus film, like a plague film. And that in the beginning when he's doing the pizza box and they're spraying for insects outside.
Yeah.
He's like, leave the windows open. Well, the free extermination. I was like, okay, so this is when they get infected, right? I had no idea what I was watching. I didn't, I just picked it up because of the title and the cover.
Right.
So,
well, what's interesting, I initially thought that's what it was, but the only thing I read was synopsis, and I knew it wasn't an infection film, virus film, or anything like that. But that's as far
zombies,
as
maybe. I was thinking zombies.
That's as far as I went with it. I didn't know anything else after that. The director has been on some talk shows and whatnot. And he's actually come out and said the best way to watch this film is cold, like not knowing even anything, like not even knowing what I knew about them being unemployed and that they end up in a wealthy family's home.
That's how I saw it. Completely blind, had no idea what I was watching. And the great thing about that is it really makes you pay more attention because you have no idea where the film's going, especially something as off as this one. Yeah. You don't really know what direction the film's going, until... I would say the 20-minute mark.
Oh yeah, you
gotta.
Yeah, you have no idea. At the 20-minute mark, you saw everything not like in a predictable way, not like it was done poorly,
but a pattern starts forming.
A pattern starts forming, and you notice it's like, okay, this is what's happening. This is going to happen. Then this is going to happen, and then after all that happens, you really don't know what's coming next. It's like, okay. Mm-hmm. Plan accomplished. Now what? And then that's about probably the halfway mark. And then just other things just start to happen. And you don't see them coming. You just like, you have no idea. And when it happens, you're like, at least I was like, holy shit. It's not something you see coming. Let's put it that way. At all. So... about the only thing you get is that the house is built by the famous architect in Korea, and that the housekeeper was that person's housekeeper, and then the people that bought the house from said architect decided to keep her as the housekeeper. So, and that's really all you can say without spoiling anything, which I don't believe we should do.
Yeah, there's been some great stuff coming out of Korea. Pardon me. And I know I should say South Korea because technically that's what it is. but I really don't see any film coming out of the North, so we can just pretend that part doesn't exist.
Yeah. They even make a Kim Jong-un reference in the film.
Yeah.
Later on. I was like, okay.
So where was I going with that?
That great film is coming out of South Korea or Korea.
Oh yeah. I've watched so many like great Korean films in the past.
I've even over the last few years become quite a big fan of Korean food. If you want to even delve outside of cinema,
has nothing to do with the films.
Nothing to do with the film. Nothing. I like kimchi. I like Korean barbecue. It's all very delicious. I mean, I work in Bergen County, where there are certain parts of Bergen County that Korean culture and population completely outweigh everything else, and you can go there, and it's pretty incredible.
Now, the one thing I like about this film is that it's about clash of classes, class war, whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
The disparity of the classes and the attitudes towards one another. And what I like about the film is that it doesn't take a side per se. It kind of does, but
I think
shows.
I think you, the viewer, take the side.
Well, no, I think the film does take a side. Based on who it's focused on, which is this family. So I think that alone is going to give a bias to the film. But what I mean is that the director shows how both sides fulfill the title of the film in their mannerisms.
Sure.
But it doesn't do so out of like a knee-jerk PC, I need to have it this way. It's really thought out and deliberate, and they're the same way in different ways, and you see that contrast. It's there's thought into the film. It's not just a formulaic movie.
Right.
And you don't really get a lot of that these days.
No, you really don't. I feel very, very fortunate that a film like this, even out of Korea, was made, and because I don't think if they tried to remake this as an American film, I don't know how well it would have worked. I mean, you probably could.
They better not.
Well, you probably could remake this as an American film, but there would be zero reason to do it.
I believe they're working on either a remake of The Host or like a miniseries of it. I think a remake.
Well,
I read something about it briefly.
Sci-fi and or horror or both. It's easier to acclimate that.
Exactly.
The film like this, it needs to be organic, and it needs to be the original source material, because if you remake it, it's pointless.
Well, you can't remake Parasite for an American audience because we don't have the same. We do have a disparity in the classes, and we do have class warfare, but we have it differently. It's a different culture. It's a different level of poverty and a different level of.
Yeah, no, I get all that. That's for sure.
This is the kind of film where you can't remake it in America. You just have to rip it off.
That's true. That's also true. Yeah.
Because honestly, that's the more honorable thing to do. I'd rather them I'd rather them rip it off, take a shot at doing something different here with it, than attach themselves to it like a parasite and try to leech off of its success and just giving us whatever the fuck happens.
Yeah, definitely. So
I didn't even know that. I had Parasite.
I missed that. You broke up.
The whole Parasite angle of that tangent was totally unplanned.
Oh.
I was happy when it was nice and organic. It's like, oh, look what I just said. Something smart.
How much more can we talk about this without ruining it? That's my thing.
Not much, really. I mean, I can say that the performances are all amazing.
They're all stellar.
And
yeah.
And I'm not honestly. I'm not really on the bandwagon of complaining that there's not enough variety in the nationalities in a lot of the categories for the Oscars.
Right.
You know, I have no control over it. I'm done complaining about it. It's Hollywood, people, whatever. But I do find it very painful that this film is up for Best Picture and Best Foreign Film because it's such a great film, and none of these actors are even in any of the categories.
This is true. I mean, when was the last time a foreign-speaking acting role was nominated and won? Was it Roberto Benigni in Life is Beautiful? That might have been the last time. That's 20 years ago. More. 22? I think that film came out like 98, 99. But it is sad that they didn't bother. And as far as Best Picture goes, I don't know. I mean, I think it absolutely, there's no chance in hell anything else is winning for Best International Film than this one. This one is winning. That's another gimme. It's an easy one. Best Picture, I would love it if this thing won Best Picture. From all the films I've seen so far, I think this one is up there.
For me, at the moment, again, I still have 4 more films to watch for Best Picture category, but at the moment, my choice is tied between this and Joker.
I completely agree.
I think both of those films have the most depth to them, have the most layers to them, and are the most sincere in what they do and successful in what they do. I just those two films blew me away.
And we're gonna watch Joker next, or review Joker next. You know what I did notice that they did in this film, and I don't know. I mean, because Snowpiercer was an English-speaking film, and I haven't seen any of his other films. The random English words and sentences.
That's common. That's common. You see that in like Hong Kong cinema too. I'm used to. I've always loved that. Like I've been watching a Chow Yun Fat film, and all of a sudden you go, "I'm sorry." It's like, what was that? It's just something they do.
Oh, okay, because I didn't know if that was a director's style. No, I mean, I've seen those other films, and every once in a while you hear an English word, but it was done a few times in this, like an entire sentence a couple of times, like "I'm deadly serious," and you know, it's like, you know, just throwing in random English words.
Well, don't forget, English is spoken in a lot of countries because we are a world power. So a lot of these countries are far more bilingual than we are.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
I mean, we can't be bothered to learn a second language here, but the other countries are way ahead of us on a lot of things, education and being bilingual. I mean, just go to Poland. I guarantee you, half of everyone you meet there speaks at least 2 languages.
And you know what? I occasionally break out into French on this show.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Genre.
Oui.
Milieu.
Le Mans.
Le Mans. See, I mean, it just happens. We don't think about it because we're not the foreigners. In to our language, you know, we're used to it, so it slips under the radar. Since when we're striving to understand something in these films, that's when it jumps out and hits us in the face.
All right, so without ruining the film, we're gonna cease talking about it. Just basically, what we're telling everyone: watch this film. If you don't like subtitles, you should get over that fear, and you should just watch the film with subtitles. Don't wait for a dubbed version. Watch it in its original language. You'll be happy. Being a
fucking adult.
You'll be happy you did.
Real brief. We didn't go through it. Parasite is not only nominated for Best Picture.
Oh, right.
But for Best Directing, Original Screenplay, which I can almost guarantee it's going to get. Best International Feature Film, the new name for foreign film. Best Achievement in Production Design and Film Editing.
Film editing. Production design. Film editing.
Those two, I couldn't. I think you have to be in the industry to actually truly appreciate whatever's going on there.
Probably.
Yeah,
it's nominated for 6 Oscars total.
6, yeah.
Yeah, 6 total.
Mm-hmm.
International feature film, that's a guaranteed win. I think I agree with you with the screenplay, guaranteed win. They might go and give him directing because they know they're not giving him Best Picture. So they'll give him Best Directing and Best International, and he'll basically have won Best Picture and Best Director. Film editing and design. What is it up against in production design and editing?
In production design, it's up against Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, in 1917.
It's gonna go to It's gonna go to either the war film or Hollywood. It's what it's gonna do. And editing.
Editing is Ford versus Ferrari, Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, and Joker.
Probably Ford versus Ferrari gets that one because it's cars, it's fast paced, it's a lot of in and out cuts. But then again,
I don't know.
I thought Bohemian Rhapsody was one of the worst edited films. Not even just last year, one of the worst edited films ever, and it won Best Editing. So
because we're not editors.
What the fuck do I know?
I don't know. What the fuck do we know?
I mean, there were some really, really shitty screen transitions, and I'm like, there's no way this wins Best Editing. It goes from music to silence, and it was sloppy, and it won.
Yeah. Now, one thing we normally don't bring up in our movie reviews, because we normally don't review good films, is not only what the rating on.
You broke up on that one. Not only the rating on what? I know. I'm sorry.
Not only the rating, but also the top rated movies.
Oh, okay.
On IMDb.
Let's do that.
So this one is actually number 26.
Yeah, it's very high.
Now, you tell me, which one do you think has a wider American audience to weigh in on IMDb?
Between what and what?
You know? I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm on a different train track. I took both paths. Ignore me. No, it's just amazing that.
Wait a minute, I lost you because maybe I don't know if you said something when you cut out.
No. No, it's me. It's 100% me. Moving on.
It's not you. It's me.
No, moving on. This is high top 26 films among all films.
I mean, it might plateau a little bit, but I don't think this thing goes below an 8.5, 8.4 in its finality.
No, it's 8.6 now, and I
think I would go to a 9 on this one.
Oh, it's definitely a 9. I was debating a 10. I just don't know if I'm really that much in love with it. I think 9 is good enough for
10
me.
10 is perfection. You reserve 10 for absolute perfection.
I feel good with 9.
I love it too. I think 9 is as close as you get. 10. Right. I think we've only ever given a 10 to 2 movies or 3 movies ever.
Yeah, that's a big debate. Yeah.
What was the last film we gave a 10? Was it the one with Jake Gyllenhaal where he was the Nighthawk?
Bubble Boy?
No.
Bubble Boy?
Bubble Boy.
Yeah, Nighthawk. Yeah.
I think it was Nighthawk. I think we gave Nighthawk a 10. Not Nighthawk. It was
Nightwing.
Nightwing? No.
What's the name of that?
It's a Marvel character.
It's an X-Men character.
Yeah.
The teleporter.
Yes. And when the film came out, I was like, oh, are they doing that? And it was like, oh, no, it's not.
Everybody did. Yeah.
Everybody did. It's true, though.
Not even a fucking character. So I can't even remember. I can't remember a comic book character. What's happening to my brain? Nightcrawler. That's it. Yeah, we gave that a 10.
We did give that a 10.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, that was a 10.
I don't know what else we've ever given a 10. Maybe one other film.
I guarantee it was an Oscar film. We don't review many. We don't
review many 7s. Let's be honest. Every once in a while.
Our big debate is it good enough for a 5?
Yeah. I was thinking 4, but you've talked me into a 5. That's our biggest conversation about rating films. All right, perfect. 9 it is.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought I heard the music going up. Are we starting?
No, I haven't done music yet. I'm about to.
Okay, honestly, I thought I heard the music in the background, so I thought you were already wrapping up.
No. Right. Well, you won't hear it unless I turn on your echo.
So, then it makes even less sense that I thought we were stopping. Okay.
All right. But music is going now. All right, everyone. Episode 317. Go to our website at moviesucktastic.com. You can listen or watch the show live every week, Thursday at 8 o'clock. Go to itunes.com and you can download the show there or listen to it however you want to do it. It's available. You can go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/moviesucktastic. You can leave us voicemail at 908-514-4470. If you want to email us instead, it's themovieguys@moviesucktastic.com. And you can download the 100% free Android app for your Android devices. It's 100% free and everything I said is in there. It's in a nice little tidy package. Absolutely get it. It's the best way, one of the best ways to listen to the show. Do you have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
You know, I was thinking of pretending to do a line of dialogue in the Korean, but I realized that would be
probably rude,
uncalled for, and racist. Yes, so I
fucking rude.
I kind of let that slide.
That's good wisdom. That's I mean, that would have been almost as bad as like pointing your eyes and making them squinty. It just is that kind of racism that we don't support here at Moviesucktastic.
Hello, I'm Jim Reed.
See, you couldn't avoid it. You had to. You had to do it.
You almost dared me at that point, but no, I got nothing.
You took it upon yourself. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Hurry, go, Riri. Hurry, go, Riri.
I wish I had I wish I had a gong sound somewhere. I don't. If close enough. Oh dear God. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.